Obviously, you're a legacy type guy. You wear the number 66 after your father. Your father, of course, Bill Bergey. If a lot of younger listeners out there don't know, Eagles MVP type defensive player.
Budweiser rep.
Budweiser, exactly right.
He's the man.
I'm reading about you, whatever, and a couple times there was like expansion drafts or stuff like that, and you got picked up by Boston or some other teams, and you said, I'm not really interested in playing anywhere but Philly. I'll just work my regular job and not worry about it, right? So you're all about Philly, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't born here, but I was raised here since I was about one. So, Philly's my home. I don't have any desire to play anywhere else. And I did get picked up by Boston, actually twice. The first time they ended up suspending operations till the next year. I got picked up by them again, and that was kind of an easy way to push myself into retirement. I wasn't going to go up to Boston.
10 seasons all in Philadelphia. Jake, just talk about playing in front of the Philadelphia crowd. We all know about the passion here in the city. We all know about the diehards that love every sport possible. Just talk about playing in front of a Philadelphia sports crowd.
Oh, it's absolutely the best. Philly fans, you guys obviously know what it's like for all the major sports and how diehard everyone is. I think the Wings fans, the diehard Wings fans, are even more rabid than the Eagles, Flyers, Sixers fans that you see out there. Just they will travel anywhere and do whatever it takes to support their team.
Tickets are available on Saturday. Just go to wingslax.com. And right now, we're going to give away a 4-pack here. Jake, call number 4 to the contest line. 215-263-0975 will win 4 tickets right on the glass for tomorrow's game. You also win 4 signed Jake Bergey player T-shirts. How much do you miss playing the game? Because it's like, I played a little lacrosse growing up for a year or two, but it was outdoor lacrosse. And then, when you're a kid, you go to see the Wings, and a guy like Jake Bergey here, you've got to be 6'4", you might be 260 now, but maybe 240 in your playing days, come flying across, cross-check, nail you. I mean, the boards, it's hockey, but it's lacrosse, and it's really exciting to watch. Do you miss the action? Do you miss the hardcore?
Of course I do. Especially when I go down to the games and watch it, and you always have that itch to get back out there and play. But I think my body knows not to do something stupid like that. I have a 9-year-old son, and he enjoys going down to the games. So we go down and putts around the arena and catch up with some of the old guys. So it's I stay involved.
What if a couple guys go down on Saturday night? You still got a couple minutes left? You're going to bring the stick? Is the stick in the trunk right now?
The stick, I'll keep the stick in the trunk. I got about 1 hit left in me, though.
That's about it. Now, I know I've talked to some people that read and emailed me since they saw I was doing the MC of your retirement at halftime, and they said, man, just tell Jake that, he probably doesn't remember this, but I was at a lacrosse camp. My kid was there, and he took the time to come over and said, hey, your boy's down there practicing right now. Jump in the golf cart and come down, and we'll check out and see. Because I think he had 2 kids. One was on this side, one was on that side. He said, just tell Jake that he probably didn't remember that, but I really appreciate it. He's a good dude.
I remember doing that quite a bit. I ran a lacrosse camp for, God, it's got to be 10 or 11 years. I did that, and it was fun. We had about a couple hundred kids a week for 2 weeks, and then we did that for 10 years. So a lot of fun, and hopefully passing some of the tradition on to the next generation.
Now, we all love the goals, and you scored a ton of them, but just give me a moment that you remember from your 10 years here in Philadelphia playing for the Wings. Maybe you had to take a guy's shirt off, give him the business. Give us one of those moments.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a bench clearing brawl down there?
Yeah, I had a few fights out there. One in particular, I remember we were playing a team, and I got the better half of a guy, and they ended up panning to my dad up in the stands, and he gave the old fist bump for approval. So, and of course the crowd went wild. So, there was so many great moments for me and experiences. I enjoyed the whole time.
Second most points in team history, second in goals, second in assists, points scored, all that good stuff. Not a lot of penalty minutes, though. I take a look at you. You're too skilled. They can't have you in the penalty box, man. You got to be scoring goals.
Now, if you look over my career, I think I had more penalty minutes early in my career, and then I guess I was the guy that they had to come and protect later in the career. But now I try to stay out of the boxes as much as I could.
Why I just was reading a little bit a couple days ago about lacrosse, and it said it's one of the fastest growing sports in the country. Why is that?
I just think it's the excitement of it. I said in a couple other interviews, just the speed of the game. There's a lot of goal scoring. There's a lot of hard hits, and it's really, fans really seem to like everything about that. And you look at that as, compared to baseball. I'm not knocking that sport, but especially in Little League, you see two kids throwing back and forth for most of the game, and not a whole lot of action. And I think little kids like that.
Speak a little bit about this too. I have a friend who actually was really skilled at football, really skilled at baseball, and he was kind of led down the avenue to play lacrosse because of the possibility of getting a scholarship. I mean, there's so many people in that pool for baseball scholarships, for football scholarships, basketball especially, and it just seems like, lacrosse is put to the side, and if you're skilled and you can hang with some of the people, you could definitely wind up at one of these better universities, Johns Hopkins, Duke. There are a number of schools out there that have tremendous academics and at the same time really good lacrosse, teams as well.
Yeah, it's it was even more, or I guess less competitive for scholarships, prior, where just the sport was so small, but these universities all started picking it up and they had scholarships. So it was, I guess, a little bit easier. Now more people are playing the game. It's starting to get harder and harder, a little bit more like some of those other sports that are, like a basketball or one of those larger sports.
But this Saturday, it's February 8th. It's Jake Bergey night. Jake Bergey joins us right now, Jon and Sean. They're retiring the number. Wings taking on the Edmonton Rush, who are actually undefeated still this year. Wings 3-3. So, Jake, I can picture it right now. It's a jam-packed house. You come out, and we're not talking about just you retiring. They're retiring your number, which is a whole lot different. So there's going to be a lot of juice in the house. You got the undefeated team coming in here on the road. I sense a beatdown coming on Saturday night.
I sure hope so. That it's a young team, and they seem to be heading in the right direction. So, if I can give them a little shot in the arm to help them, that'd be great.
And it's a 7:30 start, and tickets are available. WingsLAX.com. Last thing here, Jake, and we appreciate you coming in studio for a couple minutes here, and congratulations. But your dad's just like a big figure with everything, from when he played football to kind of just speaking in politics and everything after football to what he's doing right now. And then you come along and you have your strengths and everything. And now in Philadelphia Lord Wells Fargo Center, your number's going up into the rafters with names that I couldn't even imagine. We're talking about Dr. J, Will Chamberlain, guys like that.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? I mean, is this going to be a really emotional night Saturday?
It absolutely will. I can't even tell you, the emotions that will probably go through the body at that night. But, seeing the names Dr. J, Bobby Clark, you name those guys. And then two of the best lacrosse players in Tom Marichek and Dallas Elliott, who are teammates of mine that are currently up there. I'm in pretty good company.
It's pretty good. Well, I'll see you on Saturday night. You have an itinerary for the night now?
I don't have it with me, but it is pregame. I think that we're doing the ceremony.
They didn't give it to me yet. I got to find it.
The game starts at 7:30. It'll probably be around 7:15. We'll get started and raise it to the rafters.
Awesome. WingsLAX.com. Come out and support Jake Saturday night. It's going to be a great game. And man, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
There he is, Jake Bergey, live in studio.